Ooh, there's a fish. There he is. Got him that time. That's a fish. There we go. Get in here. Doggone right. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Gunfish TV. Back out here on the water today, and I'm super excited because we're right here in the middle of summertime. Okay, so we're right here in July and the water is hot. But one thing about it is that can make the fishing tough, but it also makes these big bass push out offshore. So sometimes they're a little bit easier to find. So what we're gonna be doing today, we're gonna be throwing the big worm. So basically we're gonna be throwing the mock mega worm right here. This is in the red bug color. I have plum on right now, but might switch over to the red bug before the day's over with. We're gonna be fishing offshore. We're gonna be fishing the main channel. We're gonna be fishing off some points, and we're gonna be fishing some hydrilla edges. Now we have a decent little wind today and some kind of like partly cloudy conditions. So, you know, the sun's popping through here and there, but for the most part, it's been fairly cloudy this morning. So it's about 9 o'clock right now. We're gonna fish through the middle of the day. So I feel like the fish should have kind of gotten through their early morning feeding period. They should be offshore, and hopefully we can catch some big ones throwing the big worm. That is the goal today. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna jump over to the other side of the lake. We're gonna start fishing some points, some hydrilla edges, and kind of get out on the main channel. We're gonna see if we can catch some giants today. This is a really, really good way to catch some big fish in the summer. 87-degree water temps is what we have right now. So we're gonna see if we can put the mock jack combo to work. Let's see if we can catch some big ones. All right, so right here, we're coming up on the first point. So there's a point right here, a big, basically hydrilla line comes out off this point, and the channel goes around the end of it. So we're gonna see if we can get a big fish to bite. And I might have to put on a 1/2 ounce weight. I have on a 1/4 ounce right now, and I might have to put a 1/2 on just because it's the wind's blowing fairly decent. I'm just kind of gonna have to throw it out there and see how it feels on the bottom. But the wind is blowing right down the lake, directly down the lake. So it's blowing right here, kind of right down the channel, blowing back to the back. So we're gonna get up here on this point and we're gonna throw this thing around, and hopefully we can get a big fish to bite. You know, the wind hasn't blown in days. We've had a couple little storms here and there, but I am noticing the water actually has a little bit of color to it. A little bit, not bad. Looks like a couple bass were kind of sitting right there in front of us. But like I said, we're gonna concentrate on these points. There's so much hydrilla in this lake that when you get up shallow, you have to throw the frog or top water or something. I mean, you can't even hardly like throw a spinnerbait. It's really choked up pretty good. So see if we can get one on this bad boy, firing off this point right here. This water definitely has more color to it than I'm used to seeing. It's got a fairly good stain to it. Normally this is a very, very clear fishery. It's very clear normally. And oh, there, oh, what was that? Oh, look at there. Something just took half my dang worm right behind the hook. I mean, well, that was our first bite of the day on that red bug. But yeah, normally it's very, very clear. Right now it's not super clear anyway. Not bad, but not super clear. So that felt like a small fish right there, honestly. Felt like a fairly small fish. There's one. Oh my. Ooh, there's a fish. Got him. Oh, it's a little guy. But that is our first fish. Wait a minute, I got some fishing line. Oh my goodness, y'all, check that out. I literally, the cast before this, broke off a fish. Literally broke off a fish, and look at my worm. Look at my doggone mock worm and my hook in his mouth. That is absolutely insane. That is crazy. That's the second time I've done that before. But that is wild. I literally got my worm and my hook back. Y'all check that out. Like, look at that. That is crazy. I got to take a picture of that and upload that. I broke off the fish the time of, you know, a couple casts before, and I retied, and I didn't know if I had a bad spot in my line. Obviously I did, because it broke way up my line. That is crazy. All right, well, let's get this hook out of his mouth that I have several yards of line hanging from. This is the one that actually was attached to my rod, I believe. That is nuts. That is nuts, y'all. That's crazy. You ain't gonna do that very often. That is wild. I'm not sure how I broke my line on this little teeny fish, but it happened somehow. Somehow it happened. Oh, he's gonna come up and jump. But daggone, that is absolutely nuts. I mean, my line broke like way, way up. I didn't realize that it broke that far up. I must have had a bad spot in my line for sure. Well, that's crazy. I'm glad I got that back and was able to get this line out of the water. Well, you ain't gonna do that every day. That's for sure. I thought it broke off like right at the fish is what I had thought. Well, dang. All right, well, he was hungry. I threw right back kind of to the same spot, and wasn't really expecting the same fish to bite, but we got him. We got him. I thought I broke off on like a 4-pounder. Not at all. Well, just goes to show you that mock megaworm is pretty irresistible. So if you want some, check out that link below. That was pretty cool. So the clouds have definitely started to kind of scatter. You know, we've been here for about an hour. We caught that one fish. I've gotten one other bite other than the bite that I got where I broke him off. So the clouds have kind of scattered. The sun's out pretty good now. And air temps today are going to be 94 with heat indexes of about 110. So we're definitely dealing with warm conditions. Water temps are still 87 degrees. We're gonna work our way. We're down on the lower end. We've kind of fished our way down on the lower end now. And I mean, this lake is like 110 to 120 acres, somewhere in there, I believe. So it's not very big. Y'all have seen me fish several videos from here before if you watch my channel. But basically, we have a really good point here with a good left shoreline, and then we work our way down to the spillway, And just overall, I'm not seeing a ton of fish on my forward facing sonar, like not a bunch. I'm just kind of randomly casting, but if I see one, I will throw to it, but I'm just making kind of long casts right now, back off to my left side right here, kind of to this point. But it is getting hot. It is getting very hot. And I was kind of hoping that these fish would be set up really good along this channel, and right now I'm really not seeing that much. So I don't know what we're gonna run into. You know, as we get in this little bit deeper area, it might get better, so we kind of can maybe have more fish to target on this lower end, maybe. But just on that kind of middle lake area, I was not seeing a lot of fish. So we're gonna see if we can work our way down here and get bit. All right, y'all. Well, fast forward 2 hours. We're still throwing around the worm. We have worked our way up to the spillway here, and still one tiny fish. One tiny fish. I did switch over to a red shad worm, and just hoping maybe a little bit different color. Red shad is what I catch them on in here a lot. But man, let me tell you, this has been a little bit brutal. Been a little bit brutal, a little bit on the tough side. Don't really know why, but I do got some confidence up here at the dam that we're gonna pick one up. I hope so, anyway. So we're gonna launch this thing out here, see if we can get one to bite the big worm. And man, I tell you, in the summertime, when it gets in these dog days of summer, it gets super tough. Super tough. And just the fishing gets a little rough. I don't know, is that a fish? No, we're dragging out of the edge of the hydrilla. Oh, that's a fish. That's a fish. Oh, that feels like a goop. Oh yeah, that's a nice one. Well, y'all doggone it, I'm up here talking about how tough it's been. Come on, baby, let's get you in the boat. Get in here, doggone right. Man, I'm gonna tell y'all what, it has been quite a while. I guess I just gotta talk them into existence. That's normally what happens. I talk junk about the fish and I end up catching a darn nice one. There we go. On the big worm. There's that bad boy right there. Thank you. Doggone, about time, bro. Yes, he was right up here, like off this drop off. And man, it has been quite a while. I mean, it has been a while. Whew. I popped it out of that hydrilla and I felt him bite it, and I was like, no way. There's no way this is a bite. It was. Got him on that mock jack. On the old big worm. Good deal. Darn, about time. Oh. Maybe down here at the spillway we can get it done. I'm telling y'all, it has been over 2 hours. Over 2 hours since I caught that last fish. I mean, I've just fished along. Like, man, when is the next bite gonna come? And I'm gonna tell you, it finally did come. Doggone. It's been rough. When I set the hook in that fish, I knew it was a fairly decent fish. Oh man, that was some pretty good thunder there. I didn't know it was. There's a fish. Oh no, we missed him. Dang it, he took the back of my worm off. I didn't know it was supposed to storm. I'm gonna grab another worm right here, but that was a pretty good little bit of thunder that I just heard there. So I might have to keep an eye out for that, which I don't have a whole lot longer left of time to be able to fish, but dang, that was a good bite. He had it just behind the hook. I picked up on it and he was just swimming off to the side with it. There he is. Got him that time. There we go. Get in here, buddy. All right. He did that old plum mega worm. Might be the same fish, I'm not sure. If it is, he followed it out a pretty good ways. Chill out, bud. All right. Hey, I'll take that. Got him on that plum mega worm right there. I mean, we're catching a few. It's tough. It's tough, but we're catching a few. Thank you, bud. All right. It has been a grind out here. A grind. It's like a little piece of wood right there. I threw up there to it, and the first time the fish bit it, like, oh, I got to get another worm. The first time he bit it, like, directly on the fall, basically. But this time he bit it more. I'm gonna get this. I got this, where's it at? This plum one right here. But like I said, that's the mega worm. That's the red bug. This is the plum right here. Well, this is blue fleck. Plum was the last one that I threw, that I caught him on, but I'm trying to use the ones I got. I've been alternating back and forth between colors, so I'm trying to use what ones I got down there. But nice. See if we can get another bite. And something else too, when it gets hot like this, I fished this particular lake all my life. When it gets hot, it gets tough. It's a pretty doggone tough place to fish. But I mean, I got GoPros overheating. I got all kinds of stuff going on. All kinds of stuff going on. It is hot out here. All right, y'all, so we're gonna jump over here to this point. We're gonna fire some cast off of this one, drag around, see if we get bit. Hopefully we do. If we don't, then unfortunately we're gonna have to call it. But I would love to get one more, and if we could get lucky and it be a big one, that would be awesome. But I don't know, the way it's been so tough. I don't know if we're going to get bit or not. I mean, the bites have been very, very few and far in between. And it's not a really solid bite going on right now. It's just not a real solid bite going on. But this is a good point. Comes out pretty far. Has good hydrilla on it. So we're going to drag around and see if we can get bit. There's that thunder again. Ooh, yeah, I don't know if it was supposed to storm today. I didn't think it was, but right before I caught that last fish, it thundered. And now it's thundering again, so I don't know. Maybe it is going to storm. There we go. There we go. There we go. I saw that fish on that stump. On the old forward facing sonar. And I got him on the red bug mega worm. Popped it. I'm gonna show it to y'all right there. That if y'all can see that piece of timber sticking up right there. Water temps 87 degrees. Man, we got us another one. We got lucky. We got us another one. I'm gonna throw over there, see if I can get one more. If I can, good. If I can't, we're gonna have to call it. But whew, it is hot out here. Man, it is hot. I popped it over that piece of wood and I was like, that is definitely a fish. Definitely. We're gonna throw one more cast right here to this stick up, and we are gonna call it. Right there at it. Well, the old mock mega worm got us some. Multiple different colors, just kind of kept switching up. I was throwing it on the 7.3. This is the mock jack. And I was kind of, the reason I'm throwing on 7.3, I was kind of expecting to have to like launch it out there and set the hook in them from a ways away. But honestly, it's been kind of close range stuff. But hey, I'll take it. I mean, 4 fish, it was pretty tough. It was pretty tough, but we got them on the mock mega worm. This is just shy of 9 inches long, and I was just throwing it on 1/4 ounce lead, and I mean just an owner hook, 20-pound test P-line floor clear, and like I said, the 7.3 mock jack combo. So if you're interested in the mock worms or the mock jack combo, be sure to check out my description below. I have a code down there for you all to save you all some money. I appreciate it. It is crazy hot. And I guess I'm fortunate that I caught 4 fish, because I'm going to tell you, it is blazing out here. But I'm going to go ahead, get off the water. I appreciate y'all tuning in and checking out my channel. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you next time on Gunfish TV.